Okay, listen there.
The impasse for a 1,000 wage increase between mine workers and Sibanye still continues, so much so that it even reached the president as he was about to give a Workers' Day address in Rustenburg over the weekend. Workers used this opportunity to voice their dissatisfaction by disrupting the president's speech. The National Union of Mineworkers, NUM, whose members have been on strike for nearly 2 months, accused Sibanye of negotiating in bad faith. Its General Secretary, William Mabapa, disputes that Sibanye has ever engaged it in talks about profit sharing.
I want to put it on record that I joined the Sibanye wage negotiations last year. During the time when we discussed, there was never a single day where Sibanye raised anything to do with profit share. To me, that is a blue lie. During these wage negotiations, there was nothing that Sibanye ever raised in terms of profit share, because they are saying these people are getting this money as a profit share that they raised with the union. And I wanted to say, as a chief negotiator of NUM, as a general secretary of NUM, Sibanye never approached NUM with anything to do with profit share. That is a blue lie.
Mabapa says the union feels that its hands are tied by the conditions imposed by the mining company.
Yes, our hands are tied. We are forced to accept the offer, but we think that Sibanye never displayed anything to demonstrate negotiating in good faith.
The National Union of Mineworkers turns 40 this year. Among those that have sat in its leadership seats include President Cyril Ramaphosa and former President Kgalema Motlanthe. At its peak, the union boasted about 300,000 members, but it has since bled members and currently represents around 150,000. It lost most of its members to rival union AMCU, and now it is eyeing representation in the metal sector in an effort to boost its weakening numbers.
We are hopeful that because we have been extended a scope in the metal, that is an area that we need to put our focus on, create some recruitment strategies in that sector. Yeah, our target is that if we can get maybe by 2022, if we can get 10,000 members in that sector, that will improve our numbers to, was our target for this year is that we really need to reach more than between 270 and 280.
The world of work is evolving and automation is gaining momentum. On top of that, the unemployment rate is on a sharp increase. As more workers lose their jobs, union representation becomes unnecessary. We took this time to engage Mabapa on what the union is doing to develop its members when it is not negotiating for higher wages or picketing. NUM says it is upskilling its members through an artisan academy as well as a college where shop stewards are trained.
We had this college where we are training shop stewards for basic things, basic conditions of employment, Labor Relations Act, but we don't train them only on that. We do have other courses that we prepare them, like the management courses, whereby we think others in the workspace when they are working, they can then be promoted out of that. And that we are normally doing it with different universities like the Potchefstroom University, the Western Cape University, where we have got programs that we are jointly training shop steward in certain managerial faculties so that they can also get trained.
Mabapa says the union has also established a mine workers development agency that assists retrenched mine workers to start their own small businesses. NUM says to keep up with the changes of the world of work, its bursary scheme has so far produced more than 27 doctors.
So yeah, those are some of the issues that we are busy with if we are not in the wage negotiations.
Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg.